Hey, what's up guys and girls? Pride here with Milk and Cookies Total War, bringing you a Dota 2 replay cast from a Reddit in-house that I played the other day. Just so you get a kind of understanding of what the skill level in this game is, I'd say that the Reddit in-houses in general probably around the 4K mark. There are some 5K players and probably some 3K players as well, but I'd say the majority of players are around the 4K MMR mark. I'm going to be playing Troll Warlord in this game, and I'll talk about his skill set in a little bit, but first I wanted to go over team compositions a bit. We have an Omni Knight, Medusa, Vengeful Spirit, Axe, and Troll Warlord. And if I had to say one team who had the late game advantage, I'd say it's probably our team. I mean, we have a Medusa, one of the hardest AoE carries in late game in Dota 2, and we have a Troll Warlord for all that attack speed. So I think that if this game goes late, we'll probably be in really good shape, and the Omni Knight giving me a repel all game long should be really nice. So for the lanes, we decided to go for dual lanes. Axe and Omni Knight will be dual laning top. Pretty good synergy right there between those two. Give repel and the heal to the Axe when he calls somebody and gets them in melee range, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage. And then I'll be playing mid lane as Troll Warlord, and Medusa and Vengeful Spirit will be playing bottom. So at the start of this game, I want to talk a little bit about blocking and something that I'm going to do right here called the RTZ block. If you stand right there, and I mean right there, then all the creeps, and there will be 4 creeps that spawn at the 0-second mark, will actually end up going to the right of the tower, which is very important because it allows you to start your block earlier. What I'm doing right now is called blocking. Basically, it makes the creep equilibrium meet closer to your tower, and it's very important on that first wave, because if the creep equilibrium meets on my high ground, that's going to make it a lot harder for the puck to last hit. There's a 25% miss chance in Dota when you're shooting uphill, so puck is downhill right there, I'm uphill. If she tries to trade hits with me or try to hit creeps, there's going to be that 25% miss chance. So I'm always going to come out ahead if we trade hits, or she's going to miss last hits. So if we look at CS on this first wave, I'll check it in 1 second. I have 4 last hits. I got all the creeps on that wave, and puck actually got 3, so that was pretty good. But just in general, it's really important to get that first wave up on your high ground, because you can generally get a lane advantage there. So, talking about Troll skills, Troll is actually the only hero in the game who can switch between being a ranged hero and a melee hero permanently. As we look top, see if there's anything going on here. Omni Knight and Axe going on Jakiro. Good arrow from Mirana. That might be a dead Omni Knight. Definitely a dead Omni Knight. And that'll be your first blood. Okay, so as Troll Warlord, yeah, he's the only hero in the game that's able to actually permanently change between range and melee form. Basically, when you're in range form, it's nice because you're a ranged hero, but when you switch to melee, you get a bunch of different, not abilities, but you improve your hero, basically. You get much better move speed, you get a mischance when you use your whirling axes, which is a nuke that I'll talk about in a second. You get armor, you get more damage, and you get better move speed, if I didn't already mention that already. So, most people are usually going to pick up Berserker's Rage first so they can switch to the melee form, just because it gives you that better move speed, higher damage in a 1v1 lane. It's generally nice to have that melee form going on for you. And then second skill, there's a Whirling Axes melee and a Whirling Axes ranged. The ranged ability doesn't do very much damage, but it's basically a snare that slows down your opponent. If you hit it, it sends out 5 axes in a cone and an arc right out in front of you, and it just slows down people, allows you to chase. And it's a pretty nice ability, but the Whirling Axes melee form that I have right now is probably a better one, as Mirana's camping me mid, trying to shoot me with some arrows. But the melee one's a little bit better because it gives a mischance. So you basically get up in somebody's face, drop the Whirling Axes, and they're going to start missing you. And it switches between ranged and melee, so I have to see, but I believe it does 225 damage? Yeah, 225 damage at level 4. So pretty decent nuke. And then basically the entire point of this hero, the entire point of Troll Warlord in general, is his attack speed. Battle Trance gives you a global ability. It's a global ability that helps out all allies as well. That's going to give them all attack speed. And basically when you're pushing towers or fighting, it's going to just give your whole team attack speed. And that can be a really big deal in team fights, especially in early team fights. You can do a lot of damage there with Battle Trance. And then Fervor is his third skill. It's a passive ability. Basically every time you attack somebody, you end up doing... You end up gaining attack speed on subsequent hits. So if you keep attacking a single target, you will gain more and more attack speed up to a certain point, and 34 attack speed per stack, max stacks of 4. So when you're doing this to towers or a hero, you can kind of burst down people. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Berserker's Rage gives you the ability to bash when you're in melee form as well. So at level 4, it actually gives you a chance for a 2-second bash duration, 10% chance. So that's very, very nice. And then it just works really well with all these other abilities. Battle Trance, you just keep bashing your opponent, kind of just perma-bash them and lock them down in melee combat, and they're not going to be able to run away from you. So right here, Vengeful Spirit's going to try to gank. Really good use of phase shift there from Puck. Going to dodge the stun. And I was kind of mad at the Venge here, because I'm sitting mid, and I'm CSing pretty well, but I have an empty bottle, and then Venge takes top rune. He actually took both runes, and I pinged him a little bit there. I was like, what are you doing, man? I need to fill up my bottle, for those who are very new to Dota, and this commentary is really not going to be tailored to you guys anyway, but if you are new to Dota and don't know some things, if you get a rune, which spawns every 2 minutes, right there, or, sorry, I'm going to go into free camo for a second. Rune spawns right here, and rune spawns right here every 2 minutes. When you get a rune, it refills your bottle, and bottles give you mana and regen, so health regen as well. So you really, if you have an empty bottle, having a support hero come into lane and take it from you is kind of annoying, but it happened. And that means I'm going to have to bottle crow, so I'm going to have the courier come up to me and put the bottle on the courier, send it back to base to fill it up. That's going to take a while and kind of make me play more cautious in lane, because I'm at half HP, and I think that the Puck versus Troll matchup is one that's not really, it's not horrible for Troll by any means, but Puck definitely has a lot more solo kill potential than Troll does in lane, so I'm just going to be CSing and trying not to die against the Puck. And the Puck is actually going to be trying to actively seek out kills against me. So Venge actually rotated top. Mirana, Jakiro, Tiny don't have any idea what's going on up here. I don't think they have any clue that Vengeful Spirit is actually up here. But I believe pretty soon here, Puck's going to go for top rune as I'm bottle crowing. And I'm going to get a little bit too far up. And this is really important when you're playing an agility hero in the mid lane, especially one like Troll who, yeah, has high armor but pretty low HP, is if you're that low against the Puck, you're just going to die. You're just going to die. Like, I just got punished really hard right there. It was just stupid of me to be that far up. And Puck's going to punish me for it. And I kind of blame Venge there, because she stole the rune there, and if I had a full bottle, I would have been at fine HP. But that was bad positioning from me, and Puck's going to punish me there. So Puck now has an advantage in me in the 1v1 matchup. Level 8, and I am only level 7. A full level behind her now at this point, so I was actually considering going Midas before that. Just get that gold acceleration, that level acceleration going, but after that I was like, I can't afford to not have move speed items. And one build that I really like going on Troll Warlord is the race car build. Basically build phase boots, get some nice damage, 24 damage from those, and you get the move speed. And when you stack move speed items on this hero, with the move speed you get from Berserker's Rage and the phase boots and drums, Sanjin Yasha, those kind of items that stack move speed, you just move extremely fast, and it's very fun. And it's one thing that I really love about this hero, is that you're just highly mobile, and you're just always a ganking force, always a force in team fights, as long as you're not getting bursted down. And Omni Knight, if he does his job this game, is going to prevent me from getting nuked down by magic too often, because he can give me a repel anytime I go into the fight. And with my high move speed and my high attack damage and high attack speed, I will be a force in team fights. So we will see how that progresses, but I definitely wanted to go for a race car build this game, go for phase boots, go for drums, and just be kind of a force early. Medusa is, like I said, one of the strongest late game heroes in Dota, so she will take over the game if we go late enough, I think. So if I'm not really going to build for a carry kind of build here, I think it's more important for me to just have an impact on the game early, and that means that getting drums, getting phase boots, and being able to show up to team fights will be pretty important, I think.
Top tower is under attack.
So top here, Puck is actually going to get a haste rune and Reality Rift on the Vengeful Spirit. Good stun from Venge and good heal from Omni Knight, but I think this is actually going to go pretty poorly. They can't really kill Puck because she's hasted at the moment. Tiny's locked in there with a range creep, but I believe this Venge is going to go down. So we're going to lose 2 heroes top. Actually, Omni Knight's about to get killed by the puck as well. Trying to run away. Not gonna happen.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Axe is actually gonna stick around too long as well. I'm not sure why he stayed. He knew there were 3 or 4 heroes top, but gonna go on the Jakiro and then just get chain stunned and die. So that was bad for us. I mean, we're down 6-2 now. And I'm going to take this opportunity to actually push mid lane, and you can see Battle Trance and Fervor in action. So when I use Battle Trance, I'm going to get a big increase in attack speed, get those 4 stacks of Fervor up, and then try to hit through the tower. But Timbersaw showed up, can't really stick around, and going to get my Bracer and a TP scroll. So now I'm going to show up to team fights. Next time I see my teammates fight, which they definitely want to do with the build we have, we just want to create space for the Medusa who's farming bottom. I will show up to a team fight for sure. And we'll see how that goes. I mean, at the moment, I just want to farm. But there are basically 2 things you can do when you're playing Troll Warlord. There are 2 builds that are pretty effective. You can go for a ganking build, as I believe I'm about to TP here and show up to this fight. You can go for a farming build, where you just kind of static farm, get a Helm of the Dominator, stack Ancients, and go for a late game Troll. Or you can show up and fight. And that's kind of what I want to do this game, like I said already. So that's the range form. I miss it, a little bit too far away. But no big deal. I'm going to get in melee combat, Fervor, and a dunk from Axe. Jakiro's going to die there. And Timbersaw is going to get very aggressive on us here. And this was definitely a mistake from him. He's going to go in, use Timber Chain, and we're just going to burst him down. Like, I hit really hard right now. And that Timber's going to die. So let's see what Amiyai's doing.
Dire's top tower is under
He's got Degen Aura up.
Dire's structures are
and I'm just going to go back mid, because I believe they're going to be able to secure the tower. And Medusa is free farming bottom, so everything going pretty well right now. She just got a tower last hit. It's very nice for her 53 CS, which is decent against the Timbersaw, I guess. And I'm at 51 CS as well, so I believe actually I'm at...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, we're about tied for last hits at the moment.
Top tower has fallen.
Tiny's going to die top. Puck's going to TP. And actually, Puck's going to die as well. So good fight for us. We were actually able to kill the Puck, their mid hero. And while that happens again, I'm going to try to push mid, but again, Timbersaw is going to show up, so I have to run away. So I got my drums completed, which is nice. Moving really, really fast at this point. Don't even have Berserker's Rage maxed out yet. You get 40 bonus move speed when you get that to level 4. But with phase boots up and drums, I'm moving at 447 move speed when I'm not using charges. I believe there might be a gank top. No, Murano was just running away. And so for right now, I'm not really doing too much. I'm going to try to pressure mid pretty soon here, but do want to get my CS up a little bit more. And there were a couple things I could have done here. I could go straight into a BKB, and I see troll players do this a lot. He needs the BKB, especially this game. Like, I need a BKB, there's no question. Black King Bar, the Magic community, like, even if Omni Knight's doing a good job, like, he still has to give repel to other heroes like Axe, like Medusa. So, I mean, while I would say that I'm the best candidate for repel, he's not going to be able to give it to everybody. So BKB is going to need to happen at some point in this game, but I don't want to go that first, because if you build BKB too early, what I've noticed is that when you have those 4-second or 5-second BKB charges in the late game, that's going to be a really big issue. And so I didn't want to build it right away, because, like, as I said, you only have so many charges before it gets really low CD, and it's not very useful. So I want to save those BKBs for the later team fight, so I didn't want to build it right away. So there are a couple items I could go. I could go Helm the Dominator, start stacking Ancients, kind of accelerate my farm. But again, I don't really want to farm a lot. I want to create space for the Medusa to get farm. So I'm actually going to go for a Shadow Blade this game. As we go on the Jakiro here, should be able to kill that Jakiro pretty easily. I'm going to run away for a second. Moving really fast. Pop Battle Trance, and we're going to go for the Timbersaw here. So he's going to Timber Chain away, and we're chasing him. This was going to be an important kill. I really, really needed to get this kill. And we should be able to. He's going to Soul Ring, and I'm just going to pop him there. And then I'm going to run away. Amrana's going after me, but I'm just going to get behind the tree. No longer have vision of me. TP out. And look at all that space for Medusa. She's getting huge. We got the kill on Timbersaw. We lost some heroes, but at the end of the day, this is what you want to do with this kind of lineup. I mean, Axe, Troll, Venge, Omni-Knight just create space for this late game carry, and it's going well so far. So yeah, I'm going to go Shadowblade this game. Lothar's nice item for a couple reasons. Going to give me some more attack speed, some more damage. But again, it's going to give me some solo kill potential and some space creating potential, which is what I really want right now. So yeah, I could have gone Helm of the Dominator, which is not bad, or Vlad's, give my team some armor, some auras, or just gone straight damage. But I do think that Shadowblade was not a horrible pickup here. I mean, you're not going to see professionals build Lothars too often. And really, you're not going to see them play Troll Warlord too often either. But as Medusa's going to pop Stone Gaze here, she was getting ganked, so we decided to show up, and she's going to run away. But yeah, I think Lothar's is a decent pickup here. Just going to give me even more move speed, and one reason that I wanted to get it was that in some ways it's also a pretty good defensive item. Like if I get ganked, I can just Shadowblade and run away. Good heal from Omni-Knight. Tiny and Mirana gonna run away. So I actually had no idea where Tiny was at this point. You can see the moon where he is. I was going somewhere else because I had absolutely no idea. Mirana popped her ult, so they were all invisible. But he's gonna show up right here, and I see him, and he actually doesn't have any mana. He just gets enough mana right there when he pops his wand. And I'm just gonna burst him down, and he's gonna die. So Mirana's gonna die there. Weird ult from Omni-Knight, but good fight for us. Killed Tiny. Solo kill for me. I'm level 12 at 15 minutes. Pretty decent. And now we have some space to push out the waves and maybe get to the towers. And that's where Troll really shines. I think Troll, like I said, he can go late game. He can carry really hard when he's 6-slotted. But I think he really shines in the mid game and at tower pushing. And I don't think there are many abilities in the game that are quite as good at pushing towers as Battle Trance, because I don't even have to show up to the fight or show up to the tower to use it. Like if my teammate's hitting it across the map and he's the only one there, I can pop Battle Trance, give them some attack speed, and they'll do more damage to that tower as well. So it's really nice ability, and then again, with being global, I can help my teammates so much in different team fights. Axe getting ganked mid. Might be able to kill Jakiro here actually. Nope. Good cancel from him. And I'm going to get into combat as well. Didn't want to get stuck in the river for too long, so I just broke it on the high ground, expecting that they wouldn't be able to follow me. And fight is actually still happening, and I told them right here, like, don't go in, like, we can't fight that anymore. All of Omni's cooldowns are used up. I just run away. I was maybe a little bit too hesitant here to go in. Puck's going to body block the Omni-Knight. And right here I realized, oh, we can kill his Puck now. So that's a dead Puck. Right there, I got too hesitant. But I'm going to pop Drum Charges, realize my mistake. Chase after the Jakiro. I believe she has swap. Yep. So just going to pop the Jakiro, another kill for me. And this is important here. One thing that lower skill players probably don't do too often. When one of your teammates gets stunned or there's aggression on your ally, it's really important to step up and get in between your opponent and your ally. Like a lot of players would just run away and leave the bench to die there. I mean, a lot of newer players. I wouldn't expect like a 4K player to do that, but it's definitely important to move up, get in between the heroes, and prevent them from killing your ally. So I did that there, just stepped up through the cones, through the whirling axes, and made sure that they didn't make any more moves on the bench. Looks like Mirana denied mid tower, which sucks a little bit. But there's actually going to be a fight bottom as well. Stone Gaze pop for Medusa. Puck frozen. Bad stun from Venge there, was already stunned. And I'm going to be able to clean up that Puck. Go after the Timber Saw, but with the reactive armor he's going to be a little bit too tanky. And this is where the move speed comes in real nice, even though I do juke into an ice path. Good repel from Omni-Knight, and we're going to run away. But I still have a bottle charge, and I'll have Shadowblade off cooldown, so I actually can go back in here and reinitiate. And a good heal as well, so I'm back to full HP. Omni-Knight, good hero. I have heard Omni-Knight is quite a good hero. So yeah, I'm going to Shadowblade, and we're going to chase after him, see if we can kill some people. While Medusa probably goes back to heal and then farms top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get arrowed. The Jakiro is slow. But yeah, we're gonna give up there because we don't want to get too deep there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just clear the wave and think about our next item choice. So probably next item choice for me is Black King Bar. Again, I think if you build it like 12, 15 minutes in, that could be a really big problem because late game it'll be really low charges. But right now in the mid game, I think BKB is a nice time to pick it up. I could go Sanjin Yasha too for the move speed and the maim. Pretty decent on Troll Warlord. But there's a bunch of things I could actually build right now. But for the moment, I think I'm going to probably go BKB. Scouting stuff out with the invis room, seeing what's up. They cannot see me at the moment. It's like, let's D the tower. And they should try to get aggressive here soon. Just trying to keep my camera on a swivel. See where they're at. And then, actually, I believe pretty soon here, Tiny's going to make a pretty big mistake. This is a close arrow for Mirana. Yeah, Tiny's going to try to TP out, and this is where we decided to go. He was way too close to the creep wave there. I'm going to move up after Venge stuns and give chase. And moving at 409 move speed, 448 now, they're not going to be able to run away. Just chasing after. Mirana's going to leap, but I believe we can dive this, actually. Yeah, I get repel on me. Whirling Axe is up right now. Go into melee combat. Omni Knight heal. Mirana's dead. So really good team fight for us, and it started with Tiny making a big mistake, TPing out way too close to our tower. Vengeful saw it and punished him, so that was really good. Killed 3 heroes there. Venge actually going to die to the puck, though. But again, Medusa hasn't really had to show up to too many team fights so far. I was pushing the tower here. Tower's pretty low, and he's going to go on me, but I'm pretty fast. As EST Dark is going to tell me. Yes, Troll Warlord is fast. But yeah, Deuce is pushing top now, up to 113 CS. Probably not amazing. I mean, at this point, she should probably have a little bit more, considering the amount of space she's been given, amount of free farm she's been given, but I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about it. She has Scotty at 20 minutes. And Ring of Aquila and Phase Boots. So, yeah, things are going pretty well. Look at the gold graph. We're probably at 6k, 7k net worth advantage over them. And about 6 or 7k XP as well. But kills are pretty even. And I'm going to TP top. And we're going to go on this Tiny. I ping out the Tiny. Tell Medusa, hey, let's go kill this trick. Shadow Blade up, he will not be able to see me. And then break invis with an attack, pop battle trance, slow him down. Scotty's gonna hit, and then after that point, no chance of running away. And Axe is actually fighting mid, gonna dunk the puck. Venge died, but that's a good trade. If we're gonna trade mid for support heroes, we can do that all game long. No biggie. And Axe is kind of farmed, actually. If we look at last hits and net worth, let's look at net worth. I am the highest net worth in the game at 9.7k. Medusa's close behind. And then Timbersaw and Axe are a couple k below that. Medusa has the most last hits in the game, Timbersaw, then me. There's going to be a pause here. So I'll skip that in 1 second. Where is this? Is it still paused? What's going on? Alright, there we go. Alright, so back into the game. Bought 2 items here. Both going to build into the Black King Bar for the Magic Community. Ogre Club and Mithril Hammer. And just scouting right now. Don't think they have wards up, so just kind of scouting, see what's good. And we saw the Mirana, so we're going to give chase to that for sure. She just dewarded us. And then we lost her. Where did she go? Ah, okay. She juked top.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So yeah, not gonna catch her actually. But we are gonna go top for the Tiny who is trying to push the tower. And I'm gonna see him. He popped a drum, I believe. And I'm gonna slow him down. And go after him. Now Tiny's actually really good versus Troll. In a lot of ways. Troll's really squishy. Really low HP. And Tiny has a passive ability called Craggy Exterior, which basically stuns you every time you try. Well, not every time you try, but there's a chance to proc a stun every time you attack someone attacks Tiny. So someone with really high attack speed like Troll Warlord, who's going to be doing single target DPS on the Tiny, like that Crag exterior is going to proc a lot. So he's actually pretty annoying to play against, but this team fight again is going to go well for us. Should be able to kill this Tiny relatively soon. Puck and Mirana dying top. And actually, Tiny's going to do a really good move here. Going to go into the Ancients and deny himself on the Ancients. So I don't get any gold or experience for that. This Timbersaw is actually killing people. I'll go back and watch that fight from their perspective. But yeah, Tiny denied himself there. It was a good move from him. Puck dead. Mirana dead. But Timbersaw is really tanky at this point. He has 2k HP, Bloodstone, Point Booster, going into Aghanim Scepter. So he should be able to kill Axe pretty easily. Yep. Just destroyed him. Timbersaw destroys Strength Heroes because of Whirling Death. It steals their HP and does damage as well. So whatever attribute a hero is, like Axe is a Strength hero, so his primary attribute is Strength. Whirling Death will steal that and do damage as well, so it does a lot of damage to Strength heroes. And Axe is going to die there. But again, overall, pretty good fight for us. I think we're still going to get a tower there. Or at least close to it. They're going to have to run. And that'll give me some space to farm up mid lane and push out the lanes. Ugh, keep missing kills. Doing well so far though, 8-1. 100 CS, not a lot, but again, I haven't really been farming. Been focusing more on showing up to team fights, taking towers. Professional player would have way more less hits than I do right now. As a mid-troll, no question. Again, you should be shooting for about 50 or so last hits as a mid-hero every 10 minutes. But it's not always about last hits. Like, I think my game impact has been pretty high so far, to be honest. 8 kills, 1 death, 6 assists. Pretty decent. The Timbersaw actually has Aghanims now, so that's Imba. Chakram, 2 Chakrams is just a crazy amount of damage. So much burst damage. And that's, I mean, Timber was a big reason why I decided to go BKB. I really kind of had to. So much magic damage there. Shakira gonna get initiated on, and there will be a team fight. Puck gonna initiate. Good Dream Coil in the middle of our team. Team fight's occurring. People are dying. And I'm gonna pop Battle Trance and come in from behind. Wanted to get the Puck there, but decided to go on the Tiny instead. Kill him very quickly. Get the snare on Timbersaw and Puck, go into melee combat. Try to get some fervor stacks up on the Timber. Might be able to burst him down. But no. That damage from the 2 Whirling Deaths is, or the 2 Chakrams is way too much. And they actually had a sentry here, so Puck knows where I am. I'm invis. Shadowblade is going to run out. I'm running away, and Puck is still chasing me. Bad move here. I didn't really juke the right way. And Puck's going to outplay me here. End up killing me and then TP out. So really good play from Puck there. Big kill. Just gave him 773 gold. Gave him his Yule, so not good. But I'll be dead for 60 seconds. That was a good play from Puck, no question. Did a good job chasing me there. Fight recap. Definitely helped out Radiant as it disappears, so I can't read any more about it. Jakiro dies mid. And then Jakiro starts getting upset about dying. Gets all but hurt. Starts saying GG every time he dies. Later on in this game, I just tell him that he's getting annoying and needs to just stop complaining about it. And in in-house, like, I don't really understand raging. I mean, the Jakiro doesn't really rage, but the GG every 5 seconds is kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, in an in-house, if you want to leave, just leave. But anyway. 9-2. Medusa actually has Maelstrom up now. Getting some damage items. I don't know if I completely agree with that. I think a Manta would be much better here. Manta out of the Puck Silence. Manta out of a lot of things. Get the HP up. I think that would probably be a better item choice than a a Maelstrom. But if you want to farm, it's not the worst thing ever, and it does give her some damage, so not the worst thing ever. And I'm trying to think about... I believe I go into Daedalus next. Troll Warlord, with that attack speed, building damage items, of course, is a very nice idea. As I almost gets arrowed by Mirana. And gets initiated on. Good repel here. And this is where I'm going to just go in. Pop BKB, run into melee combat. Axe is going to pop. Call in the middle of their team. Really good call, really good initiation from Axe. And we're going to pick up their mid and their safe lane carry. And Mirana's running, and this is pretty awesome. Mirana's going to get the rune and think she's safe here and going to come up and then... Bam! Troll, out of nowhere, first hit bash. You're dead. Got him. Got him, boys. And we killed 3 here and might even be able to get the Jakiro, actually. Yep. That attack speed is insane, dude. So good. So yeah, we picked up 4 heroes there. And then Jakiro's complaining. I'm going to hit the tower, get some fervor stacks up. Tower pushing is one thing this hero really, really excels at.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And then I'm going to move up to the high ground. We're going to try to take top, and I'm going to tell the Jakiro off a bit. You're annoying. If you want to quit, quit. Sad face. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go into Daedalus. Damage items, crit on Troll. Really, really good. Obviously. Getting damage items is always nice. But I don't really have too many damage items right now. I'm actually going to go on the Troll War, or the Timber Saw, which is probably a mistake. Like, I just can't burst him down with that reactive armor. He's too tanky. I'm going to run. He's going to give chase. But actually he's going to kind of get a little bit too far up. I'm going to turn and we're going to be able to burst him down. So Mirana going to try to leap to the high ground. Actually going to hit her as she gets high. And we're going to... This game's getting out of hand at this point. 4 heroes dead again. Pipe up on Axe. And we're going to try to go high ground. But actually I'm going to underestimate Timbersaw's burst damage here. Just going to go to work on the tower. He's going to get 2 of those chakrams on me. I'm going to run through it. Did not take the right angle to get away from those chakrams, and I just got wrecked. Did so much damage there. And actually they're going to try to run, and they might die here. Yeah. That was a good fight for them. Or that was a big pickup, at least, killing me. It wasn't a good fight. They actually lost a lot of heroes, but Timbersaw really is doing a lot of damage at this point. Like, those 2 chakrams does so much. And he's going to go into a Shivas now, get even tankier, build up some more armor against me. And attack speed slow. So, yeah, he's getting to be kind of an issue, to be honest. Axe, good initiation. Dunk on Jakiro. But now Timber comes in with the 2 chakrams and just wrecks everything. Medusa, Venge going to try to run. Medusa arrowed. Good swap from Venge coming right now. Really good swap from Venge, but not going to be enough. We're actually going to lose all 5 heroes here. Just stayed too long, honestly. So yeah, big change in gold and XP right there. Huge change. 10,000 XP for the Radiant right there. And there's going to be a big old dip in the graph pretty soon here. But again, we have late game as long as we don't do anything really stupid. So if this game goes like 15-20 minutes past this point, we're pretty much locked to win it anyway. Because they really don't... I mean, Tiny can go late, but he's just shut down really hard. He's died in like every team fight. He doesn't have Augs yet at 32 minutes. Like, he has Treads, Drums. Those are the only items he actually has up right now. I'm going to TP bot and chase after him. And I wasn't going to actually go for him, although it would have been risky. But I noticed that Timbersaw was there, so I'm going to back up. Say, nope, don't want any of that. And then Jakir's going to try to actually kill the tower, and I'm going to notice it. Deny the tower real quick. Pretty slick right there. And we're going to get the Jakiro kill. Not that Jakiro really matters at this point. Jakiro has 13 deaths, so... Not very good game for her or him, whoever Amber is. And I ping out Rosh. Time to Rosh. I have not Rosh yet. That's one thing that Troll's amazing at. You get lifesteal, and you can pretty much solo Roshan. But I actually noticed we were team fighting top, so we're going to come mid first. I'm going to pop BKB here a little bit prematurely. Not going to get a kill on the Timbersaw or the Puck, actually. So that was a bad BKB for me, to be honest. We have a sentry down. And yeah, after that team fight, I'm like, okay, just time to Roshan. I don't have lifesteal at the moment, which is okay. I can actually probably still solo if I get, or not solo, but if I get Omni Knight over here, we'll be able to take Roshan really easily. But yeah, pop Battle Trance, you can see how quickly I'm taking him. Unlucky bashes from Roshan, unfortunately, but they're just going to keep pushing mid, get the pressure up a little bit, prevent them from coming down to stop me from Roshing, even though they don't even have wards up, so they wouldn't be able to contest this even if they wanted to. And I'm just going to go to work on Rosh and take Aegis. Then just going to feed.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
And now I have 2 lives, so Aegis is pretty nice here. Definitely think I'm a better candidate for it than Medusa. Medusa isn't too likely to die, and isn't really YOLO in fights. Like, you don't just run into the middle of the team fight with Medusa, you kind of stay on the edges and pick people apart. Troll gets in the thick of things, so Aegis is definitely better on me, I think. That's why I picked it up. And I've got 5.3k gold at this point, so yeah, Daedalus coming soon. Gonna get those crits off, get some more damage. And yeah, when I get Daedalus, like, no one on their team's gonna be able to survive my... Like, if I focus somebody down, they're not gonna be able to survive. Even Timbersaw. If I get a Battle Trance off in melee range on Timbersaw, he's probably gonna die. Once I get Daedalus, that is. And it has come to that point where I'll have to sell my bottle, which always makes me sad. Every time I play a mid-hero or have a bottle, it's always really hard for me to part with it, because it's just such a nice item in so many ways. So much regen just makes you stay on the map for so long, but when Daedalus comes in, I won't have any slots, so I'm going to have to sell the bottle. See what's going on over here. Medusa building towards a crit. Yeah, I don't like that. Really. I mean, it's not horrible. But you can't crit on the split shot. You can only crit on the primary shot. So, it's just not... I mean, it's damage. It's nice. But I think there are better items. Manta. Just anything that increases your stat and mana pool is big. Because effective HP with Medusa is all about your mana pool. So, any items that increase that, the ultimate orbs are great. The Scotty, that's why she built Scotty. It's really nice. But Manta also has the ultimate orb in it. Gives you move speed, gives you more mana. Like those kind of items, those stat items are better on Medusa than the pure damage, for sure. Butterfly's really nice on her too, but not really worried about evasion this game because there aren't any right clickers on the other team. Until Tiny gets big, and he probably won't. So, Butterfly maybe not best here, but I don't know if Daedalus is the best either. I would have gone Manta. Anyway, we see Troll. I've got Aegis, so not worried. Gonna pop Puck's Dream Coil. Actually has Ags now, which is really good. But reinitiate on Puck, or on Mirana. Gonna kill Jakiro real fast. But not gonna be able to kill Tiny, unfortunately. But that'll, I mean, 2 heroes dead, we should be able to go high ground now. Especially with my Aegis. Aegis reclaimed in 2 minutes, and there will be a funny little thing with the Aegis that happens at that point. Well, funny to everyone else, annoying to me. But yeah, 6 minutes after you get the Aegis, it disappears, and it won't give you a second life after those 6 minutes are up. So it's really important in team fights to remember when that Aegis is going to dispel. Because if you go into a fight expecting to have 2 lives and then it disappears and you don't get that second life, it's really annoying. Good silence from Puck there. But doesn't have Dream Coil up, so not the best initiation because can't do anything. So Axe is going to initiate, and while he does that, just going to hit the tower. Physical damage, completely resistant to it right now because of Guardian Angel. Gonna go after Jakiro and Puck. Not gonna actually be able to pick up the Puck or Mirana, unfortunately. But while they fight and kill the Tiny, I'm gonna hit the Rex.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So big old team fight going right now.
Dire's
But yeah, that's gonna be top Rex at the very least,
top barracks.
and we're probably gonna move to mid. Now,
Dire's top barracks.
Aegis is gonna be reclaimed in 1 minute. They're actually gonna stay top, and I'm gonna move towards mid. And this part will be pretty funny. Because we actually haven't won this game yet. I mean, 1 lane of Rax it's close to GG, but like they still have a chance to come back if they wipe us here and push. But they're gonna fight top, and I'm just gonna hit the tower. So while they're fighting, I'm just hitting the tower. I'm like, oh, okay, well if you're gonna let me do this, I'm just gonna take your Rex for free.
Dire's middle tower.
Pop battle trance. Take that really quickly.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
And as Medusa and Omni Knight are dying, I'm like, okay, well I just got a free Rax mid, so I'm gonna try to help out my team, go into combat, and guess what? Aegis just disappeared. I didn't realize it at this point. So I'm gonna go in there expecting to have a second life and fight. And I die. And I'm like, wait, why didn't I respawn? Oh yeah, because my Aegis died. And there we go. Me and my dirty mouth. That's so frustrating, dude.
Radiant's bottom
Like
tower
there are
is
few things more frustrating in Dota than to go into a team fight expecting to have 2 lives and then finding out that Aegis already expired. Sucks.
Radiant's bottom
So they can push now, and Tiny has Augs, so they actually kind of push hard, but at the same time, Axe has 2.4k HP,
Radiant's middle tower is
so if he just goes in with a pipe, he's going to kind of prevent them from pushing too hard. Good job there from Axe just to prevent them from hitting the towers too much. They actually kind of got a little bit too scared right there. They should have done more there. They had their whole team up. They probably should have pushed us 5, but whatever. Tiny's going to have to run away. Axe is going to be annoying. And we've got Rax in 2 lanes, so our creeps should have a good time pushing to their base. Timbersaw gonna pop BKB, popping a Yules. Gonna actually lose the Venge again. But this team fight's gonna go. I don't think anyone dies. Maybe Timbersaw dies. Yeah, Timbersaw should die here. Good dunk from Axe. And again, we're trading a support for their most farmed hero, so not a big deal at all. It's a good trade for us. I'm gonna come in now. Really wanted this Puck really bad. The Puck's gonna actually reality rift away and then blink out, so he's gonna get away. Good play from him. But yeah, at this point, game's pretty much over. We're gonna go for bot Rax. Once we get Megas, they'll have no chance of coming back. And look at it, look at that. Even Omni Knight's hitting hard now. Battle Trance, such a good spell, guys. I'm telling you. Battle Trance, such a nice spell. Just going in. I'm going in. Pop BKB. Actually can't burst down that Timbersaw too easily because he has so much armor. Dunk on Mirana. Team fight. Smack, smack. Bash, bash. Dead Timbersaw. Game's over. And they're going to GG out.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's radiant victory.
So we won that one. Think I did my job as a space creating troll warlord. Like I said, there are a couple ways to play him, as there are in most heroes in Dota. There's the farming build, stack Ancients with Helm of the Dominator, get huge, maybe go Midas. Build for late game, or space create with move speed items like Sanjin Yasha, drums, phase boots, BKB, those kind of things. Shadowblade, which didn't really pay off super hard this game because I didn't get too many solo kills, but those are the final stats right there. And that is your game. So Troll Warlord, really fun hero. Really squishy early game and mid game. until you get like a Satanic. Honestly, you're pretty squishy. But there's the mischance and the high armor because you're an agility hero, so you can actually take a decent amount of physical damage, but very susceptible to magic burst, so that's one reason why we drafted the Omni Knight. And in general, I think the pick to send him mid and create space worked pretty well, and the dual lanes I think probably gave us the biggest advantage in that game. Omni Knight and Axe, that Tiny got no farm top at all, because I mean every time he goes up to melee range, Axe goes up, calls, gets a bunch of creeps hitting him, and does a lot of damage to that Tiny, and then you get the heal on top of that with Omni Knight, AoE heal doing the pure damage. Like, that's going to do a lot of damage. So Tiny couldn't farm in that lane at all, and that was probably the biggest reason we had it easy in the late game, was that their Tiny just had no farm. A farm Tiny there could have probably carried them, but maybe carried them. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Troll Warlord game, Reddit in-house game. Probably bringing you some more of these soon if you enjoy it. Or if you don't, I mean, I know that only like 200 people are going to watch this tops. Like, the Dota videos very often don't get much views, but maybe one day my subs will start actually caring about the games I like. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all later. Indie Pride signing out. Peace!